They used to smirk at you, didn't they? Laugh in your face, whisper behind your back. They thought you were weak. They thought you would always stay beneath them, looking up, hoping, waiting. But now they look at you differently. Now their smirks are gone. Now their whispers have turned to silence, because now they understand. You are not their toy, not their puppet, not their fool. You were the fire they tried to smother, the storm they thought would pass, the shadow they ignored until it swallowed everything. And now, there is no ignoring you, no silencing you, no stopping you. They tell you to let go, to move on, to be the better person. But why should you? Where was their mercy when you needed it? Where was their kindness when you were the one struggling to breathe? They don't want peace. They want control. They want you to bow, to shrink, to soften. But that part of you is dead, and in its place stands something they never wanted to face. They say you've lost yourself, that you've changed, that the person you used to be is gone. And they're right. That person was weak. That person was naive. That person believed in their lies. That person is buried. And from the grave rose something unstoppable. They don't fear you because you are bad. They fear you because you are beyond them, beyond their reach, beyond their control. They fear you because they know deep down that they could never survive what you've survived. They would have crumbled. They would have broken. They would have begged for the very mercy they never gave you. But you endured. You bled, you burned, you broke, and you rebuilt yourself from the ashes. And now, they stare at you wide-eyed, breathless, realizing the truth too late. You were never meant to kneel. You were meant to rule. And now, as you walk past their trembling forms, you do not stop. You do not look back. You do not slow down, because they are nothing now. Footnotes in your story. Dust in the wind. A reminder of what happens when you push someone too far. This isn't revenge. This isn't anger. This is balance. This is justice. This is power finally in the right hands. And for the first time you laugh. Not because it's funny, but because it's over. Because you've won. Because you were never meant to lose. They still watch you, don't they? Eyes filled with something they can't name. Not yet. Is it fear? Admiration? No. It's something worse. It's the realization that they never really knew you. That the version of you they thought they controlled was nothing more than an illusion. And now, the truth stands before them, untamed, unshaken, unmerciful. They flinch when you speak. They hesitate when you move. They are waiting for something. For the moment you snap, for the storm to break. But there is no storm. There never was. Only silence. A deep, knowing silence that weighs heavier than any scream. They think they can still fix this, that there is a way back, but there isn't. That path was burned the moment they chose to bury you instead of save you. The moment they stood back and watched as the world tried to break you. They thought you would stay buried. They never expected you to grow from the ashes. And now, they are the ones drowning, not in your wrath, but in their own weakness, because you see it now, clear as day. They were never as strong as they pretended to be. They only had power because you let them, because you played along, because you believed the lie, but not anymore. Now, the mask is off. Now, they see what you really are, and it terrifies them, because they can't control this. They can't stop this. They ask, what happens now? And you laugh, not because it's funny. No, because the question itself is ridiculous. What happens now? Whatever you want, because for the first time, the future is yours, not theirs, not anyone else's, yours. They whisper that you've become the villain, that you've gone too far, but you don't care. A villain, a mahapster, or maybe, just maybe, you are something they never had the courage to be. Free, so let them talk, let them beg, let them regret. It changes nothing. You have already walked away. And the most powerful thing in the world, you never looked back.
And when that storm finally breaks, oh, they'll wish they had never underestimated you. They'll wish they had left you alone, let you be. But by then, it will be too late. You're not just a survivor. You're a force of nature. And the thing about nature is, it doesn't ask for permission. It doesn't wait for approval. It simply is. They'll call you names. Monster, villain, tyrant. Let them. They don't understand that you're not fighting to hurt them. You're fighting to heal yourself, to reclaim what's yours, to find peace in a world that's given you nothing but chaos. But peace isn't given, is it? It's taken. It's earned. And you've earned it. Every scar, every tear, every drop of blood. It's all proof that you fought harder than they ever could. So let them talk. Let them whisper their fears, spread their lies. While they waste their breath, you'll be building something real. Something that will outlast their petty games and fragile egos. You're not like them. You never were. While they cling to their illusions, their masks, you've embraced the truth. You've stared into the abyss and made it your ally. They don't see it yet, but they will. They'll see that the very darkness they feared was the thing that made you unstoppable. They'll see that you're not a victim of your circumstances. You're the master of them. And when it's all said and done, when the dust has settled and the world finally sees what you're capable of, they'll realize the truth. You were never the villain in their story. You were never the monster they painted you to be. You were the hero of your own tale, the one who refused to play by their rules, the one who dared to rise when they tried to keep you down. So keep going. Keep fighting, keep proving them wrong. Because this world, it belongs to those who are willing to take it. And you're not just willing, you're ready. Let them fear you. Let them hate you. Because at the end of the day, their opinions don't matter. The only thing that matters is the fire inside you, the one that refuses to die no matter how hard they try to extinguish it. And that fire, it's unstoppable. Just like you. You think you know struggle. You think you've felt pain. Let me tell you something, my dear friend, the world will break you. It'll crush you into nothing, piece by piece. And you know what? You'll be forced to get back up. Not because you want to, but because there's no other choice. Oh, you'll feel the weight of every breath, the endless H that never goes away. But you know what they don't tell you about pain? It's your greatest teacher. Pain will show you who you really are. And trust me, it's not the nice, soft version you thought you could be. No. The real you? It's the one who rises from the ashes. The one who doesn't ask for permission to breathe, to exist, to fight. They told you to smile, didn't they? To hide your anger, your rage, your tears. Oh, they're so scared of what you might do if you stop pretending. They want you to stay in line, to conform. But I'll tell you, the world has no line, no rules. And when you finally understand that, that's when you'll be free. But don't think it's going to be easy. Nothing worth having ever is. And the more you claw your way to the top, the more you'll realize the top is empty. Oh, the emptiness. It's like a cold wind against your skin. You'll ask yourself, why am I doing this? Why do I keep going? But that's the beauty of it, isn't it? You don't know. You keep moving, not because you understand, but because you have to. People will laugh at you. They'll mock you, underestimate you, and try to break you. Oh, how sweet it is to watch them squirm as you rise from the wreckage. They'll try to hurt you, push you down, but all they'll do is fuel the fire inside. And when that fire burns through your soul, when it consumes everything that was holding you back, that's when the real power is born.
That means you're starting to understand. You're starting to feel it, aren't you? That fire inside, the one they tried to smother, the one they told you was wrong. They wanted you tame, obedictable. But guess what? That version of you is dead. And now, there's something else in its place. Something raw. Something untouchable. They wanted you to believe that playing fair would get you somewhere. That patience was a virtue. That kindness would be returned. Lies. Every word, every lesson, every little piece of advice, they were all just chains. Chains to keep you still while they fed on you, used you, laughed at your suffering. They never wanted you to win. They never wanted you to rise. They only wanted you to believe you could, as long as you stayed in your place. But now you see the truth. You've seen how they smile in your face and sharpen knives behind your back. You've seen how they reward the liars, the manipulators, the ones willing to step on anyone just to get ahead. And for so long, you thought that wasn't you. You thought you were different. You thought you could stay clean in a world made of filth. But tell me, how did that work out? How many times did they step over you while you played the good one? How many times did they win while you held yourself back? Not anymore. Now you take. Now you don't wait for permission. Now you don't care if they call you selfish, ruthless, cruel, because they don't know what real cruelty is. They don't know what it's like to be pushed, to be broken, to be discarded like you were nothing. They don't know what it feels like to crawl through the dirt just to survive. But they will. They will when they see you rise. They will when they watch you take everything they swore you'd never have. They will when they beg for your mercy, and you give them the same cold, empty silence they once gave you. Oh, they will understand then. They will understand that you were never weak, that you were never helpless, that you were never theirs to control. And when they ask why, when they demand to know how you became this, you give them the simplest answer of all. You show them your scars. You show them the years of pain, the betrayal, the nights spent drowning in your own thoughts. You show them the version of yourself they destroyed, and you let them realize this. This is their fault. They made you. And now, they get to live with what they've created. So walk forward. Take what's yours. Be the nightmare they never saw coming. And when you stand over the ruins of their illusions, when you breathe in the air of a world that no longer owns you, when you finally taste the freedom they swore you'd never have, don't look back. Don't hesitate, just smile. Because the story ends here. And you won. Let's finish this once and for all. No more waiting. No more pretending. No more playing their game. You feel it, don't you? That fire, that hunger, that raw, untamed force inside you that they tried so hard to kill. But they failed. Oh, they failed miserably, because here you are, stronger, sharper, colder, not broken, not beaten, transformed. They thought they could bury you, but they didn't realize you were a seed. And now you're something else. Something they can't control, can't predict, can't manipulate. You are chaos. You are power. You are exactly what they feared you would become. They spent their lives building walls around you, telling you where you could go, what you could be, how much you were allowed to take. They wrote the rules, they set the limits, and they expected you to obey. But you shattered those walls. You broke every limit. You burned their rules to the ground and walked away without looking back. Now they whisper. Now they watch. Now they wonder if they should have been kinder, if they should have listened when you spoke, if they should have feared you before it was too late. But it is too late. Too late to apologize. Too late to take back the lies, the betrayals, the scars they left on you. They wanted a monster. They got one. But not the kind they expected, not the kind they can control. Because you don't destroy for the sake of it. You don't burn for fun. You don't hurt just to see them suffer. No, no, no. You do it because it's necessary, because it's justice, because it's balance. For every time they laughed at your pain, for every moment they doubted your worth, for every dream they crushed under their heels, you take it back, every last piece. And when they cry, when they beg, when they ask, why, you give them the truth they never wanted to hear, that you were always capable of this, that the only thing stopping you before was the illusion that they mattered. But they don't. They never did. And now you're free. So what comes next? Whatever you want. No more chains, no more waiting, no more being less than what you are. You are not weak. You are not broken. You are not theirs. You are your own. And as the dust settles, as the echoes of their screams fade, as the world finally bows to the force they swore could never exist, what do? You smile, because the game is over, and you won. Look at the scars. Look at the years they stole from you. Look at the moments you wasted being kind to people who never deserved it. Look at the way they took and took and took, until there was almost nothing left. Almost. Because no matter how much they tried to break you, something inside you refused to die. Something inside you waited, and now it's awake. Now it's hungry. Now it's ready. They wanted you weak. They wanted you quiet. They wanted you to be grateful for whatever scraps they tossed your way. But why should you be? Why should you be thankful for suffering? Why should you accept less than what you deserve? They tricked you into thinking ambition was selfish, that wanting more was wrong. But tell me, who benefits from that lie? Certainly not you. No, the only ones who benefit are the ones who are afraid of what happens when you stop believing it, when you stop waiting, when you stop asking for permission. And that's exactly what you're going to do. No more waiting, no more asking, no more hoping that someday someone will come along and hand you the life you want. No one's coming. No one ever was. If you want power, take it. If you want freedom, create it. If you want revenge, make them feel it. There is no savior. There is no justice. There's only what you do and what you don't. They told you kindness was strength, that patience was noble, that turning the other cheek made you better. But tell me, when has kindness ever saved you? When has patience ever done anything but waste your time? When has being good ever made them stop hurting you? It didn't, because they never cared, because they never feared you. But they will. They will when they see what you've become, when they realize that the person they used, the one they dismissed, the one they laughed at, doesn't exist anymore. That version of you is gone, and in its place is something new, something raw, something untouchable. They will watch as you take everything they swore you'd never have. They will tremble as they see you rise, step by step, with nothing but fire in your veins and the echoes of their betrayals fueling your every move. And when they beg for mercy, when they ask for the old you to come back, when they try to remind you of the person you used to be, you laugh, you smile, and you walk away, because they don't deserve your kindness. They don't deserve your forgiveness. They deserve nothing. And that's exactly what they'll get, because this is the end of their control, the end of their lies, the end of the world where they had power over you, and the beginning of yours.